Okay. Good afternoon to all. In today's session, we will try to do the following things. Python software. We'll try to understand what is meant by Python software, how to download it, how to download and use it. Once that is done, depending upon the time, we'll try to write simple programs with the help of the Python software. Okay. Now, so we go to the site, we Google it, type the keyword Python software. It gives us many links. Now, generally, Python software is available in the website python.org.
So whenever the user is selected for an operation, you have to call the particular person.
Sir, there is some background noise, sir.
Yes, sir. I am in the lab. Just like me, there are other faculty who are taking classes. So when I speak, it is disturbance for them. When they speak, it is disturbance for me. So we cannot avoid it.
One is the main and the remaining four
But louder, sir.
different operations. Okay. So I'll give you 40 minutes time.
Is my voice and video in sync?
Yes, sir. We are able to see and listen.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Everything is clear.
Right. The thing is, since morning, the internet connectivity is very slow here. Even in the morning, I could not complete my session.
Once close the browser and again open.
Yes. No, for all these questions, but it's not like everything you have to finish it in these 2 hours itself. Okay. I just gave the program. That's what you need to upload it.
Sir, do you want to volunteer?
Okay.
No, I want to check it at my system. If after a couple of minutes attempts, if I don't work, I will again ask one of you to share it.
Okay. Understand what I'm saying? So try to complete it.
Right. So this is the home site for Python development. First thing you need to understand is Python. It is an open source software. It is an open source software. What we mean by open source is we don't have to purchase that software. It is available freely. We can download that software and use it for our own purposes. Okay. So this is the mission of it. The mission of the Python Software Foundation is to promote, protect, and advance the Python programming language and to support and facilitate the growth of a diverse and international community of Python programmers, etc., etc. Okay. Now, it is a non-profit corporation. That is holding some intellectual property rights, etc., etc. To learn Python, we don't have to know all these things. But why I am specifying it is you should know the difference between an open software. Other word that they use is not non-open.
your main question.
Premium, sir.
Purchasing.
Proprietary. Open source software versus proprietary software. Spelling mistake, proprietary software. Okay. Proprietary software means you have to purchase that software to use it for your purpose. If you cannot purchase, what generally people do is they use a pirated version of the software. Okay. So Python, it comes under the category of open source software. So because it is open source, people readily use it for their own purposes, develop programs, develop applications using Python. Okay. Not only Python, there are many software available that come under the category of open source. Can you tell some examples which come under the category of open source software, if you know?
Eclipse, sir.
Anaconda.
Sir, Android.
Scratch.
Okay, okay. So you
Jupyter
want
Notebook.
Eclipse code blocks.
okay,
Sir, Android.
okay. So I use OS open source software. CLIPSE Eclipse. Someone said the one which we have used, Scratch,
Code blocks.
Raptor, code blocks.
Luj.
PyCharm.
Lucid. LUCID, Lucid. No, no, is the spelling
PyCharm.
correct? Lucid only?
PyCharm, sir.
Yes, sir. Lucid.
Okay.
PyCharm, Anaconda.
Sir, is Linux open source or
Right.
Jupyter Notebook, sir.
Not Unix, Linux, LINUX. Okay.
Sir,
Jupyter
PyCharm, I
Notebook.
think there is
Free
also
version
paid
also.
version, no, sir, of PyCharm.
PyCharm.
Sir, Django also.
Just a minute.
Sir, PyCharm. Free version, sir.
PyCharm, I think it is a free version.
Free, sir.
There is
It
two
cannot-
versions, sir. One is
And
free and one is
also,
paid.
There's a
Two versions
community
are
and
there, sir.
service.
Okay.
For community, it is
okay,
free, sir.
okay,
But
okay.
professional, it is.
Okay. If we have any doubts like this, we will remove it. Later on, once we understand what is community, what is professionalism, then depending on, let us use it there. For the time being, the open source software which we have used in the last 2 months is Scratch and Raptor. We did not pay anything. We have downloaded it and we have used it. Okay. The third open source software which we are using now is Python. Okay. Now, okay. Since we have given some examples of open source software, tell some examples of proprietary software.
Sir, Windows operating system?
Okay, Windows.
Antivirus, sir. Antivirus softwares.
Windows OS, antivirus softwares, antivirus OS,
Adobe Photoshop, sir.
softwares, Adobe Photoshop. I think someone said something I missed while typing. Are these the list? Windows set of operating systems, antivirus softwares, Adobe Photoshop.
Final Cut Pro. Final Cut Pro.
Spelling?
Final Cut Pro, sir. Video editing software.
Okay, some
Final
video.
Cut. Yes, sir. Video editing software.
Okay.
Final Cut Pro.
Office, sir. Microsoft Office.
Recording softwares. Microsoft.
Sir, video editing, sir. Video editing, not recording.
Video editors.
Sir, Mac OS.
Sir, Mac OS is free, no, sir?
Okay.
Mac OS is free.
right?
sir.
Let us put it in
macOS
some
is not
other
free.
color. Let us put it in some other color. Whether it comes under the category of proprietary or open source, we can
No, sir,
discuss
it is not free, sir. You must buy hardware.
It's
Right.
not free, sir.
Who
Mac
buys
isn't free.
Apple only here they'll get, sir.
Okay,
Skype.
right. Skype.
Okay, Rohit, open rooms.
Right. I think the
Google
example.
Gaming softwares also, sir.
Right. Okay. Okay, that's enough. We only need to
WinRAR.
compare. Okay, right. We will. If this, you can add some more content into the PPT and keep it with you. We just want to differentiate between open source software and proprietary software. No. So Python, it comes under open source software. We go down somewhere, we will have downloads link. We have different versions, releases of Python software. Scroll down. So from 2001 onwards, Python 2.0.1. Let us see the latest one. October 5th, 2020, Python version 3.9.1, 9.0. Okay. Now, if in terms of Python, there are two versions.
2.1, 3.0, sir.
Right. So it is 2.x and 3.x. Okay. So 2.x. X means all those numbers. We don't have to worry about those numbering. So to 2.7.16, etc., etc., etc. Right. So 3, the latest, it comes under 3. Okay. Now, for our syllabus, we recommend you to use 3.x software only. Not 2.x. Okay. So we discuss all programs from the context of Python version 3.x, not 2.x. Okay. Now, so you, while downloading it, so where do I get the Python software? You have to go, you have to just Google search Python software, go to the link Python Software Foundation, choose the latest one, 3.9 or something, and go for download. Before downloading, you should know whether that version is supported in your system or not. So prerequisites, what are the prerequisites for it? Let us see. You have Python versions for Windows, for Linux or Unix, Mac OS, and other operating systems as well. Okay, I have clicked other, it is resolved. I think majority in our class, either they are under Windows, Linux, or Mac OS. Depending upon the OS you use, you can use that Python software. Okay. Now let us just go to the documentation and see what are the prerequisites. Suppose I have this much RAM, whether my Python version is supported or not. We need to ask. The reason is, if you have a lower version of platform or hardware and you want to install a bigger version of Python software, it doesn't match. Your system may get either slower, or you may most frequently page or the compiler may not work properly. So let us first look at the prerequisites. If I want to install any Python version, what are the prerequisites? Where should I go for prerequisite? Let us see this here.
Sir, I think this won't have, sir, because it is very light program, sir.
Let us see. I don't know. Let us check. Only today not able to open properly. Okay, right. In some other class I will show you. Today somehow it is very slow. Normally if I click anything it will open. Right. So after this class, whichever any version which is 3.x, the major number should be 3. You can download any version 3.x. If you are specific that I want a higher version, it is your own system, your own internet, you can do whatever you want, but see that it comes under 3.x. Now once it is installed, let us go to that. Anyone who did not install Python till now, we would like to see how the installation.
As you are saying now, now itself downloaded, sir. 1 minute ago.
Okay. I will stop my screen share. You can share your screen once. Okay. So download whichever version you want. Right. Again, if you observe, you get an exe file. So exe stands for, what does exe stand for? No. What is
Executable, sir.
executable files? Okay. exe stands for executable files. If you are using a Windows operating system, you will have a file extension exe file, which you can execute directly. If you use some other version, some other OS like Linux or Mac, you will get some other extension for that file. That also we will see. Now right click on that downloaded file, Mohan.
Okay, don't discuss with others, please.
Yes, sir.
Go to show in folder. Right. So you are keeping everything in downloads only?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. Right. It is saying AMD 64 brackets 1 means already you might have downloaded it earlier.
On 18th.
Yes, sir. Actually, my brother has used it at identity class. Yes, sir. Here it is.
Okay, right. Here you have last month. Okay, which means you have installed. Okay, let us check whether it is installed or not. Minimize this. Minimize the window.
Sir, go into control panel and you can find.
So go to the control panel and check whether Python is already installed or not in your laptop. So we need a laptop where Python is not installed.
Sir, I did not install it, sir.
Sir,
let us see Mohan. Mohan, let us check in your go to command prompt. Type Python or come go to PAM, no problem. Now type Python.
Sir, it will open in
Store, sir.
Sir, I think it is not there, not installed maybe.
Sir, it is installed, sir, but we have to set environmental path there, sir.
Is it? Okay, or else go to
otherwise
prompt.
No, go to my PC and go to control panel or click on that.
No need, sir. If we
click here in command prompt, automatically it will open in store, sir. There is an app called Python where we can install and use it, sir. There is no use coming into the website and download.
Right. Just a minute. Let us not confuse ourselves. We will follow one method. Now, out of 100 students, some can understand easily, some requires a little bit of information for them to understand. Once you know the basics, in whatever way you install Python, it will work. Okay, so I am telling only the basic way. You go to the website, download it and install. If you have an app, that also it is okay, fine. So first let us check in a system whether you already have laptop or whether you already have Python installed or not. Okay, so generally in command prompt when you type Python, the Python environment should open. It is not opening here. let us use some other way to find out whether Python is there or not in your system.
Sir,
So-
once can I share my screen?
No, let us first finish up this Mohan Krishna's and then we will see.
Okay, sir. Okay. Sorry.
I think close the command prompt. Go to the term, not the, what is that? There you type, not this.
Type
minimize
here to
this.
search, you will get that.
Search in search bar, I think.
You can search in search.
Click on that Python run command. It is there. It is
It
coming.
was not installed,
right.
I think so.
Sir, do I have to open it?
Open it. Okay, it is again going to the Play Store.
Microsoft Stores.
Right. So that means it is not installed.
Sir,
Not
and that too,
installed.
it's not the latest one. It's 3.7.
3.9 is also available, sir. In it. We can search here.
Okay. Since it is already shared, go to system overview. System requirements is there now. Click on the system requirements.
Yes, sir.
Right. So what does it say? Minimum, your device must meet all minimum requirements to open this product. The OS version, it is saying architecture 64 integrated keyboard. Recommended your device should meet the requirements for the first. Okay. So it matches.
No, sir, I think there is no hardware requirement, sir. Only software requirement is there, Windows 10.
Okay, right. So
I
the
think again to run Windows 10, we must have some basic hardware. I think it is like
right. So it is interconnected. So if we say only software requirement is there, means to run that Windows 10 version, it also recommends some hardware. Okay. Now, if you click get, you will get Python 3.7. Okay. But we have already downloaded 3.9 version. Okay. So assuming that in this system Python is not installed, let us try to install Python here. So you can close this, double click that exe file. Right, so install Python 3.9.0 64-bit. You have an option install now, and before that there is two check boxes: install launcher for all users, which is recommended. The second option, add Python 3.9 to path. Check the second box also. Okay. Now, again, you can check on your own what will happen if you uncheck the Python and all, that is left to you. Okay. Now click on the install now. So installing process is. It will not take much time. Right. Okay. So setup was successful. Close it. Now, if you find any error messages while installing and all, uninstall and try to install it. Python installation is very easy. Okay. If you do it for a couple of times, you will understand. We did not do anything. We have just downloaded the executable file, the file which is of the latest one. We have just pressed double click it. We have checked that boxes, add what path to the library or something like that. Even if you uncheck it also, it will work. It is not at all a problem. Okay. Now, once we have installed the Python, we don't require the executable file. Okay. You can keep it in some other folder, or even if you delete, it is not important. Once the installation is over, we don't require our Python downloaded version. Okay. Now close this.
Sir, I can close the website also, no, sir.
Website also not required. Now go to your command prompt and now type Python. Type Python there. Right. If everything works well, this is the terminal that you will see. Okay, so it will tell you the version which you have installed, Python 3.9.0, etc., etc. Type help, copyright, creates license for more information, and 3 angular brackets. Those 3 angular brackets are called as the Python terminal. Okay. Now, if you don't install properly or if the path is not set, you will get some other message. Either the command is not correct or internal command, external command not found. Some message you will get. Okay. So in that case, what you have to do is you have to again uninstall, check that add Python button, and then install it. Okay. Now minimize this. Minimize this. Okay. You can stop sharing it. I will again come back to you, Mohan.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Anyone who is using Mac operating system?
Yes, sir, I'm using, sir. I'm using Mac, sir.
Did you download
sir,
the
1
Python?
second. Yes, sir. Sir, 1 second. I'll log in using that.
Okay, right.
Sir, after installing it, what we should do, sir?
One by one.
There's a question here, sir. New to Python, start with online tutorial and documentation.
Right, leave it, no problem.
Yes.
I think directly you can start application.
I'll close it, sir.
I think you can. It did not appear when Mohan Krishna was sharing. It did not ask for anything.
No, sir. Like it's after the setup was completed.
Even after setup, it did not ask anything.
Just like, it will ask, sir, for to know
close.
about operators and all.
Okay, then close it.
It will ask to know, let us know about operators and all. The tutorial.
Sir, can I share? Sir.
Yes.
Can I share?
A lot of.
Sir, now it's fine.
Now it is fine. Okay. So this is
visible,
Mac. Yeah, now it is coming.
Yes, sir. I have installed it, sir.
No. Did you download it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Just now download.
What is the extension of the downloaded file? It is C. Is it Python launcher.app?
Yes, sir. After installing, I got this.
Okay, how did you install? What is the file that you have downloaded?
This thing, sir. Like this, I got one thing, sir.
Right. So if you observe it, it is saying PKJ is the extension. So for Mac operating system, it is not EXE. PKG as, okay, someone has already said it is package. Okay. Now, why I'm again stressing each and individual thing is, whatever we discuss in the class, from maybe today or next time onwards, we will be conducting quizzes. Okay, all this thing will be given in the as quiz questions there, as multiple choice questions. So for Microsoft operating system, the Python that is downloaded will have an extension EXE. EXE stands for executable file. For Mac, it is PKG. PKG stands for package. Okay. Now, did you install? What did you do? Just double click that.
Yes, sir. I have double clicked and it came like this.
Right.
Sir, but how to open it, sir? How to open?
Congratulations, Python is installed. Fine. Okay. Do you have any command prompt here?
I think here I have terminal, sir.
Okay, terminal. It is called as terminal here. Okay.
Terminal.
Right. Click
Shall
on
open
terminal.
it, sir?
You also type Python. Let us see whether it will work the same way as Mohan system. Yes, enter. Right. So, you said you have installed 3.9, no?
Yes, sir. 3.9.
But if you see here, the version it is showing.
3.9.
No. Go to the terminal again. If you see the version, it is showing it as 2.7.
Here I have got it, sir. Here. Download here, sir. When I click this,
Okay.
this thing has been
Okay.
downloaded.
Right.
From where should I download again, sir?
No.
Shall I
You have
click
already downloaded, no? You have downloaded
Yes, sir.
3.9 only.
Yes, sir.
Did you install it?
Yes, sir. I have installed.
Okay. Right. Do you know how to uninstall a software in Mac?
Not sure, sir.
Okay.
I think just drag the application to recycle bin, I think, sir.
Yes, sir.
But we don't want 3.9 to be removed, no? We want 2.7 to be removed.
I think he can drag it to the bin there, sir. That's it. Okay.
It's not going, sir. I have dragged it.
See, I never worked with Mac, so I don't know.
I think from Finder I'll uninstall this.
Right. So you check it. What we need is we have maybe this 2.7, sorry, 2.7 Python might came along with the Mac OS. Right. So what we have done is we have to overwrite 3.9 on 2.7 and work. Right. So you just Google it how to remove
Okay,
2.7 and come up with 3.9.
Okay, sir.
Or else you can wait for 1 week. When Kranti sir again comes, he will guide you how to do it.
Okay, sir.
Right. Right. There is one more. Okay. Someone is using Linux. Let us see that also. Akhil Sai. Akhil Sai, can you share your screen once with the Linux?
Yes, sir. 1 second.
So we are trying to, you can use Python in any operating system, immaterial. It is more or less the same. Rohit, will it take time? Akhil, not Akhil Sai.
Yes, sir. I will share it. In meanwhile, I will share it.
If you are ready, just let me know. In the meantime, I will share and then I will close it when you are ready.
Okay, sir.
So I come to the PPT. Let me go to the next page. So for Windows, file extension, Python executable file. Is something, some name will be there. It will have an exe file. Similarly for Mac OS, we should not use the word executable.
EKG, sir.
Downloaded file. Python interpreter file. Okay, Python software. Something with the .pkg. So, stands for package Executable. Okay, we are now waiting for Linux.
All libraries must be saved in one file. New file. You will click open new file. Okay.
So, right, right, Akhil.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, what, Akhil, you are using Linux from the beginning?
No, sir. 1 week back, I just installed Ubuntu Linux.
Okay. So you have two OSs in the same laptop.
Yes, sir. Just using
Okay.
terminal, sir. Not two OSs. Just terminal I'm using. Ubuntu.
Okay. So your host operating system is Windows.
Yes, sir.
Your guest operating system is Linux.
Linux. Yes, sir.
Okay. Which version of Linux you are using?
20.4. 1 second.
Okay. Not.
Yes,
I should not use the word version. Which flavor of Linux you are using?
Ubuntu, sir.
Ubuntu. You close this entire Python thing.
Yes, sir.
Right now, this is Windows desktop.
Yes, sir.
Right now, how do you go to Linux now?
Actually, we can go through apps, sir. There is
Okay.
one like this,
Right.
or we can go through command prompt also.
Okay.
Typing bash here, will directly go to Linux terminal.
Right. Okay.
Then
No. So dollar, the moment you get dollar, can I say it is
normal user.
Linux?
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So are you comfortable with working with Linux system?
Yes, sir. I'm learning, sir.
You are learning. Okay. How to know what is the version of the kernel? Type uname.
I think hello.
UNAME.
I think hello, sir. It will give the version, sir.
Okay. Type UNAME. Uname. NAME. Name. Space.
Oh, UNAME space.
Hyphen. Space hyphen.
Yes, sir.
Version. VERSION. Okay. Type uname hyphen A.
1 second, sir.
Uname hyphen A. Letter A. A for apple.
Small. Yes, sir.
So Linux desktop. Okay. Microsoft GNU Linux. I want. Okay. Uname hyphen V. Uname space hyphen V. We need the version number. It's not giving us any version number. Maybe it is a lower end. No, how did you say it is Ubuntu?
Ubuntu, I installed from it Microsoft Store, sir.
Okay.
Actually, it will show, sir.
No, hello, not only hello. If you type something else also, it will give. Let us type your name.
My name.
Akhil Sai, something like that.
No, sir.
Type enter. Okay. Command not found. Command hello not found, but can be installed with. Achha, there could be a software called as hello. Type JAVA Java. Let us see. Man. Okay. Come out of this manual. Enter.
Yes, sir. I think we have to install it, sir. But Python came in, sir. And Python వాడి install చేసి ఇచ్చేసాడు, sir. Just.
So
Python 3 అంటే అది డైరెక్ట్ టెర్మినల్ లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది Python.
Okay. So the Ubuntu version which you have installed, it came along with Python.
Yes, sir. It's still loading.
Okasari, we want extension for the Python downloaded
Linux,
software.
I think most of the DMG, sir.
DMV.
MG.
DMG.
This one I installed it, sir. 20.04 LTS, sir.
So Ubuntu 20.04. Okay. Sorry. Okay. In the coming classes, you will continue working with the Ubuntu only, right?
Okay, sir.
Right. Okay. So that we will have three different things. We will just find it out. We will start with simple programs. We will see whether is it the same syntax which we can use for every
No,
operating
sir, I
system.
tried it. No, sir, I tried some things, but
Okay.
it not working, sir.
Let us see. I believe in the previous class, did Kranti sir mention something about portable word?
Portable.
Portable.
No,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
but like
It
Kranti
was,
sir said, Python at the end result will be same for Linux, Windows, Mac, everything will be same, sir.
Right.
But C, Java will be different in Mac, Linux, and Windows, sir.
Okay. Right. We'll find it out. We'll let us see what is meant by portable. Okay. Fine. You can minimize it, Akhil Sai, and
okay,
also stop. Anything from your end, Akhil Sai?
nothing, sir.
Right. Right.
Actually, I can use both, sir. Python 3.9 and Python 3.8 also.
It is up. We only need Python 3.x. Anything you want, you can
Okay,
use, no
sir.
problem, right? You can stop sharing. Let us first, once it is done. Okay, right. So let me start sharing the screen again. From my
Sir
end.
said that Python is portable because it converts a written code into byte code, which can be
Okay,
used in
right.
iOS as well as Windows platforms.
Right. So we will see that. No problem. So we'll come back. Right. So how to download and use it? We know the place where to download the Python software. We have downloaded it depending upon which OS we use. It has different extensions. We are not yet sure what is the extension for Linux. Let us postpone it for the next class. Now it is 2:49. Okay. Now, once it is installed, as we have seen in the Mohan Sai's system, I go to the help command prompt. Oh, I need command prompt. Right. Is my terminal visible?
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. So I'm in a laboratory. So the one which is already installed or someone might have installed it, it is 3.8.5. Latest is 3.9. It is so anything 3.x is okay. Three. There is a word, 3 arrow marks or something they call it. This is the Python terminal. Now, any programming language or whether it is flowchart, it requires an input. That input will be processed and it will display out. So for printing anything in Python, we use the word print. So PRINT, print is a function. Because it is a function, we are using brackets. We want to print this string, hello everyone. Because it is a string, it is enclosed in brackets. Sorry, it is enclosed in double quotes. Whatever is there in double quotes will be printed here. Okay, so those who have installed Python at their laptops and all, you can just try this once. Okay. So for printing anything, PRINT, print is the function. Is it the only function? Do I have other ways of printing? That you need to explore. Okay. So now that we are going into a language thing, myself or Kranti sir, we don't like spoon feeding. We only give a certain topic. It is up to you to explore. Right. Now, what will happen if I don't put double quotes? And you can use arrow buttons in your keyboard to refer to the previous statement that you have used. So what if I don't put double quotes? Is it mandatory that I have to put double quotes in a print? What if I don't put? So it is giving me something called as syntax error. Earlier we said, while learning something, errors are also important. So when I don't put double quotes for print, it is giving me a syntax error. So what is meant by syntax? Syntax means you have to follow certain procedure. So when we talk, we have a grammar like thing. So there is something called as noun, verb, adjective, etc. Similarly, programming languages also have a syntax. So you have to write print, use double quotes if you want to print a string. If you don't print, if you don't use double quotes, you get some error message. And what is along with the syntax error, what else it is saying? File, it is putting double quotes, stdin. stdin refers to standard input. So what I will do is I will take the screenshot of this. Let me just use a snip tool. I will select this, copy it, and I will put it in the I paste it here. Expand this. Okay. Right. Rest of the things I will write later on when I discuss. Okay. Let me come back to the terminal. So stdin. I have to tell about stdin.
Sir, I think this is used in C, no sir, STD.
Not C, standard input. stdin is standard input. Okay. So what is said by the Python software is, it is taking from standard input. There is only one line available. In that one line, it is telling you where is the error. It is pointing, this is the arrow, an arrow mark. It is telling you that there is an error here, and telling what is the syntax error. So what, because it is pointing that error there, I will remove that. I will just say hello, because between hello and every there is a space now, and it is telling there is an error here. So I have removed it. Now I will type. Previously it is the syntax error. Now also I am using print without double quotes. I have kept only one word, and now the error is name error. Name hello is not defined. Let me open the snipping tool. Again, select this, copy it, and paste it here. Now that I have two error messages.
I'm creating each and every job. Just upload the same. It's like your records. Okay.
Right. So one is syntax error, other one is name error. Okay. Now as we proceed, we will be writing many programs. You will get many errors like this. Once you understand why that error has come, you can rectify on your own. You don't have to ask a faculty or ask someone else. Okay. Now we are just concentrating only on print. Okay. First we have put double quotes and we have printed nicely. Now I have removed double quotes. I got one error message. It is also pinpointing where the error is. Assuming that that is an error there, I have removed that entire thing and I have kept hello Even then, it is showing emitting with something called as name error. Name hello is not defined. Okay. So now what is meant by defining here?
Sir, I think we must use quotes, sir.
Okay. Now that you have said, instead of double quotes, let me put single quotes. We have used double quotes there. Now I am using single quotes. Single quotes with the same text.
Both works, sir. It's either single or double, but it must be same, like at the start and end.
Right. So I've used double quotes. It gave me the message, whatever is there. I've used single quotes. It also printed this whatever I have mentioned there. Okay. Now, first question: if both are same, why should we use double quotes and single quotes? When should we use double quotes? When should we use single quotes? So that I leave it as a question to you. So this is standard. This is one text. Let us go to a new thing. New duplicate slide. Let me go back to this.
Is it okay? I am just giving this.
So in print function to display text, we can use double quotes single quotes. That you find it out later. Okay, I'm saving this. Okay, so for printing, if you want to print text or a combination of characters, we can use double quotes or single quotes that we have seen. If you miss them, till now you are able to get two error messages. One is called as syntax error, other one is called as name error. Syntax, if you don't follow a proper procedure for using that statement, it will give you syntax error. Now let us see what is meant by name error. It is saying name hello is not defined. Now, how do we define hello? Let us say name is equal to, or okay, hello, that thing only, hello is equal to, let me just give 5. Okay, now let me print hello. Oh, small letter. No, since we have come out of the Raptor, now Python is case sensitive. So there is a difference between lowercase and uppercase. So I have unknowingly I have typed capital H. Actually, it should be small h. So let me again modify that and print a small h. Right. So now it gave me whatever value that I have assigned it to hello. It did not give me that name error.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Just a minute before asking, just let us wait. Let's spend 1 or 2 minutes here and then just see. Now, the steps that we have done is we have gone to the website, downloaded our required Python software. In Windows, we have typed Python. Even in Mac also, we have seen the moment you type Python keyword, if all the path settings are there, it will open the terminal. So this 3 arrow marks is the Python terminal. Okay. Once you are in Python terminal means we are in Python environment. We can give instructions to the Python software to do as part of the Python programming.
Sir, is it different for every language, sir? Is it different for every language, sir?
Yes.
That terminal?
Yes. Okay. So the terminals, no. When you start writing programs, we don't follow this work. We don't follow at all. But since in the basics we need to understand how the Python environment is, then you can work in any Python environment. This is the basic. So the 3 arrow marks is the Python terminal. It's only 3, not 1 or 2. In every operating system, it will be 3 arrow marks only. They give a name. They have given name to this. I forgot what it is. It's 3 arrow marks. 4. We have started with printing. Okay, to display something as output, we have a function called as print in Python. print and 2 brackets. We are just trying to print a string. So to print string or a sequence of characters, we have used double quotes. It printed well. As we were discussing, someone said we can also use single quotes. We have used single quotes. Again, it got printed. So when we have double quotes and single quotes.
Sir, those 3 arrow marks are Python interpreter, sir. Interactive Python interpreter itself,
Good.
sir.
Okay. So
just now I checked it out.
Right. We'll mention that. Is called as Python interactive interpreter. Right. So this is called as Python interactive interpreter. Okay. The same thing, I think it is right. The functions using Python interactive mode. This is the syllabus one. Okay, let us come back to that. Okay. Right. Now we are trying to check for errors. I have removed the double quotes. It gave me one error called a syntax error. It pointed where the error is. So I have removed this part and I have printed hello. Tried to print hello. It gave me another error called as name error. Syntax error, it is invalid syntax. Name error, name hello is not defined. So what I did, I typed small letter H, E-L-L-O and assigned some value to hello. And when I have tried to print hello, it gave me 5. Right. Now, let me give some other value to hello. H-E-L-L-O is equal to. I give some other value to hello. And again, I try to print hello. Okay. Earlier it was 5. Now it is a name that is getting printed. Let me give something else to hello. Let me now give a float value 7.8 and again print. So whatever you initialize to an identifier like HELLO, it is printing that. For this, it doesn't require double quotes. What will happen if I put double quotes or single quotes? It is printing what is there in the double quotes. Okay. So now any doubt you have, you can ask.
Sir,
okay.
What if we don't put brackets?
What if we don't put brackets? That you check it. Okay, since you have asked, let me check it here. Right. Okay, good point. What if you don't put brackets? You are getting 3 dots. So what the Python software is asking you is, you have not completed the statement. There is still something left. So to complete the statement, it is asking you with 3 dots. So when you want, you have a big statement, it doesn't fit into one line. You can, for readability purpose, you can split into multiple lines. Okay. Now let us use print. I press enter. Okay, built-in function. Okay, and I thought it will put me dots. So bracket. I start with double quotes. Oh, maybe maximum 2 lines only. You cannot put in 3 lines. Double quotes. Hello. Maybe 2 lines only. If I go to the third line, it is giving me again syntax error. Syntax error we came across earlier. Again syntax error. But this time syntax is not invalid syntax. This time syntax error is EOL while scanning string literal. Right? There are different types of errors, and each, even in different type also, it is telling us what it is. So EOL stands for end of line. EOL stands for end of line. Now, is it mandatory that you should know all these errors? It is not mandatory. As you start working with programs, you will only understand how to overcome that error. Okay,
Sir,
so
I have
even
one doubt.
right.
Like now, right from print hello, like if we want to start a new program again, those previous one will be stored, sir.
Right. So previous one will be stored. Now we have stored only one identifier now, hello HELLO. I'm printing it. So I am able to get 7.8. Whatever is the latest one that I have assigned, it is giving me. Let me take some other. A is equal to 10, B is equal to 20, C is equal to 30. Let me print hello again now. Even when I take new variables, it is able to access the previous one which is there.
Okay, sir. But if you write again a big one or new program, previous one it will print means it will be difficult,
Okay.
no, sir.
Now we did not write any program. These are not programs. No, we are just writing single sentence, single instruction.
Sir, he was asking like that. What we have to do to store this one, sir?
Storing we will see in the next class.
Sir, you have given input like hello is equal to 7.8, no, sir?
Yes.
And then if you have typed like print and hello in the brackets.
Yes.
Sir, if you add inverted commas,
okay,
what would happen?
Right. Like this? No. Single quotes, huh? Like this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So you tell me what will happen.
Maybe I think it shows hello only.
Print hello. Hello will be printed.
Anything you put in single quotes or double quotes, that part will be treated as a string. Whatever you type inside, it will just be printed outside. That's all.
Sir, triple quotes, sir.
Okay, good. You also came to know about triple quotes. Okay. Right, like this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, again, let us see whether triple quotes work with a statement like we have seen. I will use the same thing. Hello, everyone. If it is giving me the same thing, hello, everyone.
Sir, everyone is one word. Everyone is a single word, so it's one word.
Okay. Right.
Sir, can you print the word hello and the value of hello in the same line?
We will come back to that. Now, since someone has said triple quotes, now my question is, we can also use triple quotes. So in print function, to display text, we can use double quotes, single quotes, or triple quotes. Then why do we need so many things? What is the difference? Okay. Now someone has asked print. Hello. And so what is happening now? Someone has asked now. HELLO, hello. What is the last value we have initialized? It is 7.8. Where let us here. Hello is 7.8. After that, we did not change the value of hello. So print whatever you want to be printed, you can put it in double quotes. If it is a variable, you have to use comma and type that variable name. The value of that variable will get printed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So when is when is this useful? Let us see. Print the sum of A, comma B, comma C is comma. Already I have taken A, B, C values. So in place of A, B, C, 10, 20, 30 will come. So 10 plus 20 plus 30, 60. The sum of A, comma B, comma C is 60.
I think we can do it like this.
Sir, once you give two lowercase hello, sir.
Okay. Print hello, hello, like this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Right. Okay. So again, syntax. This again. Right, comma. Okay.
Sir, will it make a difference if we put capital
The
H?
comma, it's important.
Sir, no
Capital
comma, but just capital
H.
H. Yeah.
So capital
Comma should be there.
the capital H comma.
Okay, capital H and comma. Okay.
So then why keep this hello and double quoted
Okay. Right. Good. Is this what you have said?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what happened is the value of hello got printed. Then whatever you kept in double quotes.
Sir, can we give hello a string name, sir?
Good. Now that, okay, that I was just waiting for you to ask. Those who have worked with other programming languages, to declare any variable, you might have specified a data type. If you work in C or Java, you need to specify the data type for a variable. Okay. So I will let me open a notepad. Okay.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Let me finish this and then you can ask. Int A is equal to 30. Something like this. If you have written a C code to declare any variable or use any variable, you have to specify its data type. int.
Integer.
Standing for integer, or if it is a float, 12.6, char.
Alphabet.
Something like this, char alphabet or something. So if you use in C or Java, whatever variable you use, you have to specify its data type. Whereas in Python, we are not specifying any data type. Okay. You can use the name to initialize with an integer. Later on, you can use the same name to initialize to a float. the same name to initialize with a character. We have tested it with hello. I go back, I have initialized hello with a name. It got printed. Later on, I have initialized the same identifier with 7.8. I printed it, worked. If it is in some other language, once you specify A is an integer, you have to give only integer values to A. If I give any other value, accordingly it will adjust. If I initialize something like 30.6 for an integer variable A, either it will eliminate this 0.6 and only show 30, or it will give me an error saying that you are initializing something which is different from the variable type.
No, mostly it gives errors, sir.
Okay, let it be. Whatever, because we don't know, we are not discussing C and Java now.
Sir, should we give declaration only while giving input, sir? Only while taking input, sir?
Where, in which one in Python?
Yes, sir.
No, okay. Without that, we cannot print, no? We cannot print that value.
Sir, but here, sir, for hello is equals to 7.8, we did not declare that it is a floating function. No, sir.
That is one difference between Python and other programming language like C or Java. Python doesn't require you to specify what is the data type of that variable. That will be taken care by the Python software itself. A programmer did not worry the data type for the variable that is being used in Python.
Sir, do we have arrays in Python?
Array later.
Sir, why are we using this portal, sir, this terminal, as there is a Python terminal separately when we are downloaded?
Okay, that also later.
Yes, sir. You can even use code editor.
All that later. Once you understand Python terminal, it becomes easy for you to work with other editors. So this is terminal. Terminal means what? You give instructions to the Python terminal.
Sir.
Okay? So what we are giving is only instructions.
Sir, this is executing line by line, sir.
Right.
After you enter every line, but
Good.
we want
So
the whole
again,
program to.
We haven't started programs. When we give programs, we will see how to execute a program. So another point which was mentioned by you is it is executing line by line. So Python terminal executes line by line. If I want to give 2 lines at the same time, I cannot do like in here. Suppose I want to use 2 print statements. I want to print hello. I want to use one more statement. Let us see whether I can do like this or not. Right? The moment it comes across this, it again tells you syntax error, invalid syntax. So
Sir,
in
put
one
a comma
line,
in between the 2 print
okay,
statements, sir.
let us see that also. Now it is getting printed. In addition to that, it is also coming with something else, none, comma, none.
What does it mean, sir?
Oh, I don't know. Right? So, bottom line is, in a Python terminal, we can only give one instruction. If you want to give second instruction, the first instruction has to be executed, then the Python terminal will wait for you to give the next instruction. Okay. Now, coming back to the slide, there is a mention of interpreter. Did we compilers and interpreter? Right. So, what is the role of a compiler or an interpreter?
Sir, interpreter means like every set of instruction it checks and then it prints. Like compiler means whole program it will check and it will find and print, sir.
Okay, good. What is the common role of a compiler and an interpreter?
Both will
Checking
print
the
syntax
errors.
error, sir.
Checking the errors.
Okay.
Like both.
Right. In addition to checking the error, what else they do?
They check and execute.
Okay. So they convert our
Syntax
source
error, sir.
code into a code which can be understandable by the computer and give us the result.
It's a binary code or byte code.
Right. Wordings of binary byte, let us see later. The role of a compiler or an interpreter is to convert our instruction, human readable instruction. So print, hello. So we are writing in a language which we understand. So print, you understand that you are printing something. What you want to print, you are putting that in brackets and double quotes. So this has to be converted into some language, some code which can be understandable by the machine. So compiler and interpreter will convert our original code into a machine code. Now how do they convert? If they convert the entire lines, if I give 20 lines and give it to the software, it will check all the 20 lines. If all the 20 lines are correct, it will convert into the code and execute it. If there are any mistakes in lines, in out of the 20 lines, if there is a mistake in line number 5, line number 10, line number 12, it will note down those line numbers. It will not generate the executable code or the machine code. It will tell the user, the programmer, that there are errors in line number 5, 10, 15. That is done by the compiler. Already someone has said, it will scan your entire program, check for errors. If any errors are there, all the errors it will tell you. That is the role of a compiler. What does an interpreter do? It will check first line. Good, first line is correct. It will come to the second line, correct. It will come to the third line, correct. It will come to the fourth line, correct. It comes to the fifth line. Acha, there is a mistake in the fifth line. It will come out telling you that in line number 5 there is a mistake. It will not process the remaining lines. Interpreter will check line by line. If any error is there, it will come out of your execution. It will not generate the code. It will not also check the other lines of the program. The moment it encounters an error, it will come out saying you that this line has got an error. So that is an interpreter. So the terminal which we are using now, called as the Python terminal, is an interpreter. Even if I want to give multiple lines, it is not permitting me to give. I have to only give line by line. Okay. Earlier we got. Okay. Earlier we got 3 dots. No, it is not coming now. Okay. Now this is not multiple lines. Okay. So this case which we have read, it is not actually multiple lines. We did not complete our statement here. So it is giving us 3 dots. Okay. Now what is the name for 3 dots? You can search it and then tell me later. We can put it in the PPT. Okay. Right. So till this part, if you have any questions, you ask. We have just used only one function called as print. We have just tested it with double quotes, single quotes. Someone already said triple quotes. That also we have tested. You have to find out what the difference. We have seen 2 kinds of errors: syntax error and name error. So how to overcome from the syntax also we have seen. How to overcome from name error also we have seen. Okay. So till this point, if you have any questions to ask.
Sir, test whether it was opening by entering py or not.
Print
py, not
okay,
not
okay, not Python print. Okay. Now, if I want to come out from the Python terminal, I just either you can close it with the help of into here, or if I say exit, I'll come back to my regular form. So let me clear all the CLS. Okay, CLS is the command. It's a DOS command to clear everything. I just is this what you want to ask? Why?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
As in 3.9.0, it was opening by only py, sir, not Python.
Okay. Test with Python 3. In my system, it is only Python. So py, it is not able to open. Python 3 is not open.
Yes, sir, even my system Python was only opening.
So now I want to display an array.
This thing, okay, you can alter it. These are only settings. We have just used the default settings. You can. This is not a big thing. You can change your
It was completed. When installation completed, it told to enter only py, sir.
Okay. Which one? 3.9.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in Windows OS.
Yes, sir. Windows OS.
Okay. Let me also check it. What is the extension for Linux flavor, so that I can complete my PPT. I go back. Linux version. Python sources. Stable releases. Download XY. Let me just download this. Show in folder. The extension of this. So TGZ, that could not be the, we could not say it is an extension for Linux flavor. Okay, let us not worry about what is the extension for Linux system. When we know clearly, because unlike Mac or Windows, Linux will have flavors. You have Ubuntu Linux, you have Red Hat Linux. So all these are flavors. Each flavor will have a different extension. So, practice first today. Those who have laptops and downloaded Python, with Python interpreter, sorry, Python terminal, work with print. See whether print can give me any other error message other than name and syntax. Before I go, there's still time. Let me check the Geetham website. In the meantime, if you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, it's opening now. So someone has asked me the previous recordings, previous class recording.
I only asked it yesterday, sir.
Right.
I uploaded it.
So, this is.
Are you observing this one? No? So I just get this.
December 1st.
Okay, next one. Yes, okay. I want answer. Okay. We can see the elements which are in A and B like this. Are we able to see the items online? 190 belongs to the items. Many items. But if you don't use procedures, then you can imagine.
So previous classes also. Okay.
I think you understand what is the
Right. So any questions or doubts you have, you can ask related to only what we have covered just now.
But to go to next line, we in C we use slash and no sir. Is it mandatory?
Okay, right. Okay. Now, how to clear my previous screen?
So first exit and
No. In Python environment, CLS is in DOS environment. In Python terminal, quit means will come out. No, I don't want to come out. I am presently in Python.
Exit bracket, sir.
That is coming out. No, I want to clear all the previous these things. I want my. I can do like this also. Enter. But all previous thing I want to remove. Erase. Exit. Okay, someone said quit. Right. Okay, we quit and exit. We are coming out of the environment. Okay, we will see. Someone is typing in the chat. Let us check. Right. Okay, exit. Will come out of it. Sorry. Because whatever I am typing, maybe I think only mouse. If I just move the mouse, I will be able to check. Maybe there is no command. Right. Okay. Next line now. Print. \n world. We are able to get into the next line. Whatever you want to print, you are able to print in the next line. So \n, which you have used in C, it is also working in Python. Program saving. Okay, we have not written any program at all till now. We will see it in the next class. So \n works. So when \n works, there are other escape characters also. Let us check whether that will work or not. There is.
Sir, in brackets you give clear, sir, once.
Okay. What is this syntax error? String. So I have started with the double. I have started with the double quotes, but I am ending with single quote. So if you use double quote, it should end with a double quote. If you use single quote, it should end with single quote. You cannot have a different thing. Mismatch will be there. T for tab. So it will give me a couple of spaces, 4 or 5 spaces between words.
Sir, instead writing backslash
double
T,
slash, sir.
We can give directly space in between.
Right, you can give space. Suppose I need, say, okay, let us say if there is a serial number followed by name. Right, I need a bigger gap. There are multiple fields, serial name, mobile number, or etc. Okay. So when you look at it, it looks very odd. Instead of that, I can just put it /T 3 times like this. You can specify how much space you want between. If it is a column related table like thing, you can do like this, or you can use spaces.
So double slash.
Okay, someone said Control L. Control L. What is Control L? Control 1.
Control
Bracket
I,
CLS you give, sir. Once.
CLS and brackets?
No, sir. In brackets CLS. Once.
Okay. Let us check that also.
Sir, it was Control I.
I have typed Control I. It is giving me tab like thing. Control capital I maybe. No. Okay, I think with mouse it is easier. I am able to scroll with the help of mouse.
To change the fonts.
Okay.
Italic.
Fonts.
Sir, in C, if we keep in between B, it will change the font to bold and italic.
Oh, is it there in C? Can we change? Okay, I don't. Okay, let us check that. Suppose I want to make W as bold. How did you convert that bold in C?
I have learned so many days back, sir. So I think it's /B or something.
Let us check.
We have to end that by keeping under slash.
No, if I use /B, it is actually backspace. It will print. If suppose let me check.
Sir, to clear the screen, maybe Control plus small L should work.
Okay, let us try. Control small L. Not working. Print. Hello. /B. World. So I have used 3 times /B. So 1, 2, 3. My cursor is starting from HE. Instead of LLO, it must have printed LLO. But again, because I have used /B, the printing cursor printing starts from L. This L. This /B is there in C also. The same thing, it is working in Python. The bold and italic, I don't know. The text conversion, it is supported in C or not. I have never used it, so I don't know. It It's
But
340.
actually, x/b is of no use, not sir.
Oh, if it is no use, they would not have invent or they would not have written that. Somewhere it must be there, but we did not use it. Say for example, you want to use a gaming thing where you want start from some place. We have not used it, that's all. It must be there. Maybe it did not when we okay. Now that just a minute. I will share with you something. Right. I don't know whether this mail is received to first year or not. I will send the link in the group. Okay, there is something called as hackathon organized by some college. There is a link for registering. Let me just go to that part. Okay, registering is free. Already it has started. You have an hackathon on February 20th, 2021. Still, I think 3 months are there. What is this? What is the rule? Okay, prizes. Let us see what is the prizes. First prize 30. Some amount is given. What is this hackathon about? It comprises of 2 phases. In the first phase, you have to submit an idea. In the second thing, you have to present that idea. Okay. Do any coding knowledge is required? Let us see. Okay, plagiarism, multiple ideas. Participant teams cannot have more than 4 members. Knowledge of GitHub is required. Okay, you have to put your code in GitHub. We will also tell you how to use GitHub and all. You can use any development platform or IDE to write your code. Once we have a clear understanding of Python, that command prompt, we will straight away work with IDEs. Okay, the final presentation. Okay, so in the group, I believe some of you are preparing yourself into some groups and maybe exchanging some ideas or submitting ideas. Those who are good in programming, you can formulate a problem and may try to find a solution for the problem by writing some code, preferably in Python, because that we are learning here. So what I will do is I will share this link to you. If you are interested, you do, or else you can think of it. Where is your group? The other one is cyber security. Okay, right. So I thought I wanted to share this. We were no backspaces. Where do we use backspaces? Okay, as we write some programs, if we come across any application which wants it, let us use it there. Right. Any more questions, doubts? The clear screen part, leave it. It is not required for us. We can go with the help of mouse. Okay, next.
Sir, I have a doubt.
Okay.
Let's just say if we are writing a program.
Okay.
But first we need to start by printing something.
Yes.
So we write the first sentence, print something, and then we click enter. But what happens is the print thing gets executed, no sir? How can
now,
we
in a program, we submit in a program in a different way.
like in a text file,
yes.
then we
We give the
open it in
entire
CMD.
program to an interpreter.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Not like this.
Will not do in this, no, sir.
No.
We'll do in a text file and then
Yes,
we open
yes.
it in this command prompt.
We use IDEs, integrated development environments, online or offline, whichever is. What we thought is there is a tool, online interpreter called as REPL.
Atom.io, this one, sir. It's also good, sir.
Repel it, sir. Repel it.
Repel it, okay. Repel.it. There are many. It is your preference. It is your choice. We don't force you that you have to do only in this or that. Okay. Today, internet either they are very slow on some sites or the internet is slow at my end. Okay, it is coming. It requires you to sign up. You should have login credentials.
Is there any offline software, sir? Offline ID.
Is there any
Offline
software?
Offline, there are plenty. That also we will
Python
see.
ID only available, sir.
Everything, there are many available. You can also connect with the help of your GitHub IDs.
Sir, once can you show us how to create a GitHub account?
Not today, coming sessions.
Yes.
So this is an online, you have many. If you have a GitHub account, you can connect your all this REPL IDs or any Atom.io or something, whatever you have. So let me just take a new REPL. Here you have.
Atom is for offline, sir.
Yeah, many will work on a couple of things. So this repetition, this is an online IDE. You can choose whatever language you want to work with. Let us start with Python. Create a REPL. So this is using 3.8.2. This version is so. Okay, this is the terminal, just like REPL. So I use print. Enter. Okay. So this is the terminal of Python, online terminal. Whatever we have done in there, you the same thing. Let us check whether it is works here or not. \t, no, backslash correct. \n. So more or less it looks, the advantages, we don't have to install anything at our end. We use just online. We can save our programs. We can run them. We did not yet tell you how to do programs and all. So this is REPL, REPL. REPL IT is one. Someone said Atom, no?
Yes, sir. Atom.io.
Atom.io. Let us see whether it is online or offline.
It's offline, I think.
Right, you need to download this. Okay, it is an offline IDE. So I am not downloading it. You have many IDEs. Okay. So I think that's all. Let us put it only for today. I will save this. Anything else I missed? STDIN standard input messages. We don't know about Linux. Let us see later. Open source software. We only recommend 3.x This is today's session. Okay, these were covered earlier. In Unit 3, these are the topics which will be covered. Okay, so since we are way ahead of our syllabus, we will go as slowly as possible in Python in the initial days. Once we have a proper understanding or grip on what actually we are doing, we will go at a later pace. Okay, and as you do, there will be differences. In the class, we will be talking, we will be discussing some topics. You might be learning Python on your own through some other channel. Depending upon the available of time, maybe at the end of the sessions, you can bring those questions and ask. Or for the majority of the students, let us follow in one procedure. Okay, so for today, we have only done how to find out where to take Python software. We are using the word Python software. Maybe next class we will tell that it is actually an interpreter, not a software. We'll come that tomorrow. So installing Python software either through the operating system or online, it is your choice. Now most of the times, if you use Windows, even sometimes Windows also comes pre-installed with Python. I don't know. Linux, I think we have already seen Linux comes installed with Python. Any version of Python is okay. Any version 3.x, 3 and above. Don't use 2 point something, because slightly there will be a mismatch in the commands that we give. So we recommend you to use 3 point something. Okay. Then for the time being, practice on the terminal, Python terminal, by giving the command Python or py or Python 3, depending upon how you have installed it. Okay. Start for the today, just practice on print function. See different options, whatever you know or whatever you have understood. Find out any other error messages other than system syntax error and name error. Okay, so tomorrow we will see how to accept input. Now we are only printing, we are only displaying, we have not taken any input. We will see how to accept input from the keyboard and emphasize some more on the Python concepts. So this today is second. I will rename this. I will put it in the it is 356. Okay. I have to again go to the so course material. I have to upload the file.
Before paying the money, this is the data that person can pay the money. Can you get options?
Has it come?
Okay, whenever you are
You can see the file.
these steps can be important. Okay. Next, translation is the data. My number 56. 54.
Right. Okay, then maybe by tonight or tomorrow I will upload the video also. So, Stop recording.